Our next video presentation features former basketball standout and 1995 grad, Kelly Geise.
She just had a presence about her. She didn't flaunt her ability to outplay people or out-physical them. She just played basketball, and she always was there in the moment.
Kelly Geise didn't waste time making her presence felt on the basketball court. The Sunbury, PA native arrived on campus when Gettysburg was still competing in the Middle Atlantic Conference. As a freshman, she earned a starting spot in the front court and averaged over 11 points per game. Geise turned heads in the season finale, pouring in 29 points and grabbing a career-high 22 rebounds as the Bullets took down Albright by 1 point.
She was that cog that brought it all together. Kelly was a focal point in that, you need points inside, Kelly could get them for you. You need a medium range shooting, Kelly could get that for you. You needed rebounds, obviously. She was getting lots of those. And she set great screens to make everyone else just a little bit better. And I think her teammates learned to appreciate the fact if Kelly were setting that screen for you, you're probably going to get an open look.
Geise led the team in scoring and rebounding as a sophomore, which was Gettysburg's last season as a member of the MAC. Competing in a new league, the Centennial Conference, in 1993-94, Geise continued to raise her game. She averaged a career-high 16.2 points per game and finished with just under 10 rebounds per game en route to an all-conference second-team recognition.
She just played, and I think the way she blended in with her teammates and made them better probably originated from that I'm going to play attitude. Never I'm afraid of someone, or I disrespect someone, or I respect them. I'm just going to go play. And she did that every single game, and I think it helped her teammates just fall into the same kind of atmosphere of let's go play, and let's show them what we can do. Let's just go do it.
Geise's senior campaign turned into one of the best in the history of the women's basketball program. Teaming with future Hall of Athletic honor teammate Ann Himes, the duo formed a formidable 1-2 punch for the Bullets. Gettysburg won 20 games and advanced to the NCAA Division III tournament. In the opening round of the national tournament, the Bullets knocked off the University of Scranton, the top team in the region, with Geise putting up 16 points and a dozen boards. Geise finished second to Himes, scoring 15.5 points per game, while paving the way with nearly 10 boards per game. She would earn all Centennial Conference first-team recognition following her senior campaign, becoming the first Bullet to earn the award. She finished her career second all-time in scoring with over 1,300 points, and she reigned as the program's all-time leader in rebounds with 875.
Kelly Geise deserves to be in the Hall of Athletic Honor because she was the consummate competitor. She was a great, great teammate that everyone appreciated and everyone respected. And she is a type of person that when you meet her on the street, you can almost say without even knowing who she is, that's Gettysburg material, that's something special, that's someone who is important to the world. And that's how I always looked at Kelly, as someone who really had an impact on our team, our program, and was a great representative of Gettysburg College.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce Kelly Geise.
Wow. Pete, I don't know how to follow you after everything you said, but I just want to thank the Orange and Blue Club for nominating me for this and bestowing this honor on me. I know when I received that letter in the mail, like Pete, it was a feeling that I couldn't believe. And the first call I made was to my mom to let her know that I had gotten this honor. So I knew from the moment that I stepped foot on this college campus that I wanted to come here. And the day we came down here, we met Coach K, we met Jackie Gaddy, who is a Hall of Famer, and just the warmth and the embrace that I got when I came on this campus, I knew from that very moment I wanted to come here. I think when we were driving out of town and I said, I'm coming here, my parents were like, oh God, how are we going to pay for this? But they found a way. I was not a geek. In fact, when I came here, I was a pretty good student in high school, and so when I got here, I thought, okay, I can handle this. But suddenly there wasn't somebody telling me that I had to eat at a certain time, or I had to eat certain things, or I had to go to bed at a certain time, and there certainly weren't frat houses at home. And so I remember coming back from Christmas break my freshman year, and at that time, and for many of you senior athletes, you don't know this was never in your life, but we had telephones that were attached to the wall, and you could only go as far as the telephone would stretch. There were no cell phones, there was no texting. You had to dial a code to get out to call mom and dad. But this particular call came from mom and dad. And I knew I was in trouble from the minute I said hello. I got the young lady, we just got your grades. And there was this long pause, and I said, Mom, it's okay. It's all right. I talked to Coach, and he said I can still play. And she said, this has nothing to do with basketball. So I managed to get my act together, and thankfully I got to walk across that stage 4 years later. But being part of the basketball team here at Gettysburg was an incredible feeling. We were a team that did everything together. Jackie was Mama J, better known as for our team, and she took care of us. She was a year older than us, and she paved the way for Maureen and I, as when we became the two seniors left on the team, to lead that team into the greatness that we got. And you would see the basketball team leave the gym at night, walk to Servo, have dinner. Some of us would go to the library together, but at 10 o'clock on Thursday nights, it was ER in the bullet hole or in the dive with free popcorn and free soda. And you found all of the women's basketball team in there together. So that is something that cannot be matched. That kind of relationship that we had, that kind of tightness that we had, is not something that happens every year or every day. And I think that's what made us so great. Ann Himes is here tonight, obviously a former Hall of Famer. She pushed me every day. When she walked on the campus her freshman year, she pushed me. And we pushed each other. And so because of her, some of what I've gathered up here is because of her. Rain, you're destined for greatness, my dear. And you belong up here as much as I do. And you'd have a lot more assists if I wouldn't have bounced that basketball every damn time you gave it to me. So for that, I apologize. I want to thank Coach K. He was a rock, and he pushed me. And he pushed me sometimes. He pushed me to the brink of tears. And it was only until my senior year that I found out that he did that to a lot of young ladies. And then he would turn around and smile. But he knew that there was toughness in me. He knew that he could push me farther, and he pushed me to greatness. I also want to thank Kelly Jones. She gave me a job in the equipment room. She helped us with the balance between fun and there's time to work, and there's time to be serious, and there's time to have a good time. And without her, a lot of people that have come through this college would not be the people they are today without her. So thank you very much. I also want to thank all of the athletic staff. I say all the time, Coach Streeter's still here, Coach Campo. I saw Coach Janzik earlier, Coach K. Mike Cantelli's still here. Coach Riggs is down here. I know you're not necessarily coaching, but the Raleighs, everything stays the same here. And I say that is a testament to how wonderful this college is and the type of community that it is. People don't want to leave. So I thank that. I thank my family for all of their support. My brother, all those days on the gravel driveway that we had, shooting hoops and making me tougher for the man that he is and his family. And I thank my parents most of all. You were there all the time. You picked me up when I fell, and you made me the person I was today. And without you, none of this would be possible. So I thank you. Thank everyone.